Good morning, it's Roger Fit here to help you lose weight, not your lifestyle. Today we're cooking breakfast. Now I know you know how to cook breakfast, but I'm making this video specifically because there's a lot of people who say, oh, I ain't got time to make breakfast in the morning. Well, I'm about to make a full-scale breakfast. I'm going to keep the camera rolling. This is going to be a no edit. Keep the camera rolling the entire time of this video so you can see how long it actually takes to prepare breakfast that actually tastes good. Let's hop right into it. So we're going to be making some turkey bacon, uncured turkey bacon, some eggs, some power waffles that have a little bit of protein in them, and there's one more thing I can't remember what it was, but maybe I'll remember on the way. Now, I do have some toppings that I like to use. Now, of course, since I gotta coach you guys through this, it's gonna take me a little longer than normal, so we can probably shave off like 5 minutes. But the main things for my breakfast, Miss Butterworth's sugar-free. Oh wait, that's actually Maple Grove Farm. Well, sugar-free syrup, okay? And we also have Louisiana hot sauce. I'll show you for what in a second. Now, the first thing I do is I always cook my breakfast in order. So I'm in the fridge right now, and you want to go in order of things that are going to take the longest to the things that are going to take the quickest. So I want some scrambled eggs today. I want some bacon and everything, and I want the power waffles. Now the scrambled eggs are going to cook kind of quick, and so will the turkey bacon. But the power waffles, they got to bake and they got to thaw out. So what does that mean? I'm actually going to take my power waffles out first. So get those, and I haven't even cracked them open yet. So we're already adding extra time to the video. Now, first thing I do when I come in here, now I already started my coffee, so okay, we'll add a minute in there. All right, but I already started my coffee. And for those that are curious of what kind of coffee I use, I love Starbucks, so instead of wasting money, I just bought my own breakfast blend. And I'll show you how I cream it up and everything too. Now I'm gonna start my oven. I just put it on 350, and then my little handy dandy pan, and just toss some waffles on. Now, it's actually my first time trying these, so it seems pretty big and thick. I think I'm actually gonna go with one. I haven't been feeling the big breakfast lately. Let's toss that in there. And that's another thing, y'all. When you're going about your program, your diet, or whatever, you gotta really be able to pivot and switch when it comes to your diet, when it comes to your workout. So I haven't been feeling the humongous breakfasts that I normally do. So what does that mean? I just scale back a little bit. I still have a healthy breakfast. I still make breakfast. It's just not as huge. All right. Now I'm gonna cut my pan on a medium heat so my bacon can start going over here. I'm actually gonna wait on that waffle for a second because it does kind of thaw a little quickly. Now I got my turkey bacon here. I'm gonna show you all in a second. This is the kind of turkey bacon I get. You don't have to get this specific brand, but I get the uncured because this one has 5 grams of protein and about 2.5 grams of fat. The cool thing about that is the other one I used to get was a Butterball brand. It had actually, I think, 3 grams of fat and 2 grams of protein, so I'm getting less fat, more protein out of this one. I didn't know that. I actually got put onto this one. All right, I'll show you the collard stuff in a second. So, the bacon takes a little time to get ready. That's why I like to throw it on kind of early in the game. And it also kind of greases my pan up a little bit for my eggs. Now also, if you don't have a non-stick pan, stop the video right now and go buy you a non-stick pan. Stop using them cheap pans. Like you'll spend all this money on fast food, drinks with your friends, dates, or whatever, but you won't buy essential things that you need for your house. Like, come on, y'all. All right, one thing I do as well is I use pourable egg whites on top of my eggs. So I was doing the thing where I would take the eggs and I'll crack a couple open and I'll take the yolks out, but instead of wasting the whole egg, I just decided to buy some egg whites to the side and I crack 1 or 2 eggs open and I fill up some more with liquid egg whites. Now I use liquid egg whites because it's more protein. More protein, more muscle, more body tone, more body tone. My body burns fat easier. All right, see how that works? All right, my coffee's done, but I'm not gonna tap into that just yet. Coffee's really like my morning treat. I'll keep it at that. It has other benefits too, but it's like a morning treat right now. And I know I wasn't drinking coffee as much in the earlier parts of this year. And I actually stopped for about 4 or 5 months, but it was for a certain reason. I should make a video on why I got back on coffee later. But I like to say that for the end of my whole cooking spiel. Now, let's get this egg started. All right, like I said, we're not editing this because I want to give y'all the full version of how long breakfast actually takes. All right, we might be able to see this. As you can tell, I just got this tripod, so bear with it, brother. All right, so we got our eggs. All I do here, I'm very quick and efficient when it comes to my cleaning. So I have a napkin, and I put the napkin right here. Actually, let me fold it so it doesn't leak through as much. But I put the napkin right here on the bowl to keep it steady. So once I crack these eggs open, see that? Eggs cracked open. I got this napkin right here. I can just scoop this up, toss it in the trash. Simple. So if you're somebody who has trouble keeping things clean, well, here you go. This is the hack I use to keep things clean. All right, this one I'm gonna go ahead and toss this waffle in here. Let that go ahead and get started. All right, I made a video recently about how to make your eggs, how to whip your eggs up. You know, it's actually on my Instagram Reels, so go check that out. But let's not use forks anymore, y'all. I want y'all to really taste some good food. So what we're gonna do here, I didn't put the dishes up, but I know I'm not the only one. What we're gonna do here, we're actually gonna whisk our egg up. Now another tip is you can put a little bit of water in your egg, and that water is gonna be boiling while you're scrambling the egg in the pot. It's gonna actually add a little bit more fluff without you adding calories. I know some people will do the milk or cream or some kind of dairy in their egg to fluff it up, but this is a way you can fluff it up without the calories added in. All right, we're gonna pour some egg whites, and I kind of just eyeball it, honestly. I'm actually gonna finish this carton off. But if you wanna measure, I usually go for about 10 to 15 grams extra of protein with my pourable egg whites in here. And now we're just gonna whisk it up. So I just kind of beat the yolk down a little bit, and then boom. We all know how to stir and whisk an egg, so that's pretty self-explanatory. Now you're probably gonna notice at a certain point I'm multitasking a lot in this video. That's just what I do. It helps speed things up, but it's a groove you're gonna have to get used to. So a lot of people say, well, do you eat the same thing every day? Well, most of the time, because you want to get efficient and effective at what you're cooking and preparing for your lunch, your dinner, your breakfast, your snacks. That's why I'm able to make this video while I'm actually cooking for you. All right, so that's pretty much done. I made a little mess on my counter, but that's okay. We're just gonna set this to the side. All right, so turkey bacon's about halfway through. As you can see, it just does that thing. Now, I don't like my bacon super stiff. If you want to save even more time, if you have more pans, I actually only have one cookie sheet. Don't hate me on that. If you want to save more time, then you can actually bake your turkey bacon in the oven. Now, I would actually put that in there about halfway through. It's very weird, but you have to put the waffle in first, wait a couple minutes, and then put your turkey bacon in and let that bake. And then while those two are going, you can actually eat your eggs. So by the time the eggs are done and you set them to a plate, those are gonna be done as well. All right. So the turkey bacon actually needs to take a little bit more time to cook. So at that point, I'm gonna go ahead and get my spatula out. Another tip, you need to have a couple of spatulas. I ain't wanna come in here and teach you how to cook, but here we are. You need to have a couple of spatulas in your kitchen, okay? Wooden ones have their purposes, rubber ones have their purposes, and these plastic ones also have their purposes. Some people use a metal spatula for certain things. I don't want to scratch my pans up, but I like the rubber spatula because when I'm trying to like scrape around in my different pots and pans, and I have these non-stick pans, I don't want to scrape any part of the pan and scratch it up. So the rubber one is really good for getting things up, but also not messing up your pans, all right? Little pro tip there. Now, while these are cooking, I'll actually switch them out just a little bit. If you're feeling fancy, you can flip them on the pan. I like my turkey bacon a little bit loose, or my bacon in general a little bit loose. I don't really eat pork like that, but I do like bacon that's not stiff. It's just not enjoyable when it's super stiff. Now, another thing you can start doing is while your thing's preparing, put your stuff up. Like I said, clean as you go. So I'm gonna put these eggs up and put the turkey bacon up. All right, so our turkey bacon's almost done. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my coffee mug, actually. Oh, my favorite one is actually not washed. Didn't wash it yesterday. Oh well, I got another one here. Now, this creamer is really good. So I'm very lactose, to be honest. This almond creamer right here is caramel almond creamer in this tannish kind of bottle. 25 calories a serving. This is like amazing. And another thing I dress up my coffee with is a stevia, if I can find it. So I have this one. This is a pourable brand. I might have to take it. Yep, I actually just got it. I'm gonna take this top off. But it almost feels like you're cheating your diet. I'm not gonna lie, and that's why I like this. That's why I like this right here. But I ran out, so I had to buy some more. But we have this stevia brand. Pretty good stuff. All right, that bacon is done. I can tell just by I cook turkey bacon so much. I can tell by the way it's sizzling. The thing's done. So I'm going to scoop that off. Now I kind of let it sit for a second in the air like this because I don't want it to burn all the way through this plate. Now it's gonna leave some scorch marks. I use plastic plates because ain't nobody trying to wash dishes all day, right? You're a busy professional, and I understand you're a busy parent, whatever it is. You ain't got time to be washing dishes every single day, all right? Or you ain't also trying to spend money to run your dishwasher every single day, okay? Now, let me show you something real quick. The turkey bacon is gonna leave this little stuff behind. And that's what this rubber spatula is good at. So what I actually do is I actually kind of scrape some of that stuff up. I'm not gonna show you the scrapings because, yeah, nobody wants to see that. But I scrape those little pieces that the turkey bacon leaves behind. I scrape them right into that sink. And it's okay to rinse it out a little bit too. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and heat the pan back up. That's it on there. Now let's get ready for the eggs. Now if you want to salt your eggs, you can do it before, you can do it after. It's completely up to you. There is no law when it comes to how you want to season your food. The only thing you need to know when you're cooking is that you can season your food. Please season your food. All right, stop these boring ass meal plans. Season the food. All right, here I use Pam olive oil spray. It doesn't have to necessarily be Pam, but it does need to be spray. I have a post. I'm actually gonna put a screenshot right here, but I have a post and it talks about olive oil. Don't use pourable oils anymore, y'all. If you're on a weight loss goal and you're trying to manage weight loss, you need to manage as many of your calories as you can. And nobody can eyeball calories that they're pouring out from a bottle of olive oil, okay, or any oil for that matter. So use a spray and understand that this says 0 calories, but there's calories in oil, as we know, right? You're gonna get about 10 calories per second as you spray this thing, all right? So all I do, come over here, boom, probably spray like 20 calories. Now these eggs are gonna cook kind of fast. So let me give y'all, let y'all see what's going on over here. These eggs are gonna cook pretty fast. Cut this nut on, give it some more. I cook my eggs on a medium-high heat. Oh, where's my whisk? All right, as soon as I start pouring on, I'm stirring. So as you're scrambling your eggs, you're stirring the entire time, all right? This is gonna allow the egg to basically not burn anywhere. And then also I have my rubber spatula to the side here because at a certain point, I'm actually gonna wanna get the little, see this right here, how the egg is getting left on the sides and everything? I'm actually gonna wanna get that up with my rubber spatula so I don't leave any egg residue behind, you know? You wanna get all the profits out of here. Now, if you don't want your eggs to come out nice and fluffy and with that homemade touch, then, well, you can skip this step. You ain't gotta do all this. But if you got the extra 2 minutes to tend to your food, then hey, tend to your food and make it taste good for you. All right, so right here, the eggs are almost done. If you like yours kind of wet. Now, I need to take my rubber spatula and kind of scrape this stuff up. See that? Because the whisk is just not gonna get that. It's too thin with its edges. Now from here, you don't be rough with your eggs. Be very gentle, okay? So now, I'm really just kind of tossing them around to finish them off. And just look at that. You can see the fluff in the camera. You can see how quickly those just finished. All right, this is actually kind of where I like my eggs. I'm gonna salt these in the pan just a little bit. Not a lot. I'm only using a little bit of salt just to add a little more flavor, but I'm also gonna dab a little bit of hot sauce into my egg because that's just how I like my eggs. I randomly discovered that because I was at this restaurant by my old job, and I would get breakfast every now and then, and they ran out of salt, so I had to put these on the plate. They ran out of salt, and what ended up happening was I needed some salt or something with like a sodium-like texture, and so I found the hot sauce pack. And I put that on to my stuff, and boom, there we are. Now I use hot sauce because I figured out how freaking good it actually was. All right, pro tip: while your pan is hot, get you a scrubber, a handheld scrubber that doesn't, of course, connect with the pot, and wash your pan out while it's hot. So I just pour a little bit of soap on there because we want to cook and clean at the same time. It's going to save you a lot of time, a lot of headache. At the end of the day, it makes it way easier for you to actually wash your dishes. You know, just keep your mind clean, honestly. All right, I'm gonna scrub that out real quick. And those waffles should be just about done. Boom, there we go. Now guess what? The pan is still wet, but the stove top is still hot. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna sit the pan on top of the stove top that I just washed off with the wet water on it, and it's gonna finish drying out. Look at that. Now my waffles are almost done. So let me go ahead and get ready to set my counter. Well, my table. I put my little sauces over there. I wanna go ahead and pour my coffee out while the waffles finish up. All right, the sad news is I missed the coffee content for you guys. I didn't realize the video cut out, so we'll just be stirring the coffee as I speak. Good news is we still got space for the video. All right, the waffles are pretty much done, so I'm finishing stirring up this coffee right here. Breakfast basically was finished at the 15 minute mark while I was talking to you guys. So like I said, we can probably shave off like 4 or 5 minutes from that actual time. So let me take this out. And boom, that is done. Move my skillet back over here. And we have a nice breakfast done in about 15 minutes. All right, stir this up just a little bit more. Look at that. Now check that out. Breakfast is done. About 15 minutes of cooking. Wow, come on, y'all. Y'all can't tell me y'all ain't got time to cook breakfast now. All right. We ain't even got that big of a load of dishes in there. Okay, I had some dishes from last night. Okay, I was being lazy, just a couple. But we used a whisk, a spatula. That's literally all I have to clean off right now. Okay, so take an extra 10, 15 minutes to actually make yourself breakfast. Sit down, enjoy your breakfast. And don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share this video with somebody else. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget the hot sauce on your eggs. Because who doesn't like hot sauce on their eggs? Come on. If you like hot sauce on the eggs, give the video a like. If you don't, well, send it to somebody who does. All right, I'm about to eat breakfast. Hope this helped y'all out with your breakfast prep and everything. Let me know what more kind of cooking stuff that you would like to see. And I'm out. Peace.